Fan, the heart of a lush African suburb where vibrant colors of nature danced under the golden sun, lived the enigmatic couple, Malik and Aisha. Their elegant home and perfect facade masked a web of intrigue and betrayal waiting to unravel. Malik, a prominent businessman with a charming demeanor, was admired by many in the community. Aisha, his elegant wife known for her philanthropy, exuded grace wherever she went. Together, they were the epitome of success and happiness in their tightly knit neighborhood. As the sun sets over the savannah, we delve into Malik and Aisha's past, witnessing their blossoming love amidst the picturesque backdrop of an African sunset. Their courtship was filled with laughter, romantic gestures, and dreams of a bright future. However, behind closed doors, cracks began to form in their seemingly perfect relationship. Malik's growing ambitions in the business world led him down a path of deception and shady dealings, unbeknownst to Aisha, who remained blissfully unaware of her husband's hidden agenda. Malik's ambitions in the business world start to consume him, leading to late nights at the office and secretive phone calls. His hunger for success blinds him to the toll it takes on his relationship with Aisha. Arguments become a regular occurrence between Malik and Aisha, their once harmonious conversations now tinged with frustration and misunderstandings. Aisha senses a shift in Malik's priorities, but remains unaware of the extent of his hidden agenda. Malik carefully conceals his dealings and interactions, creating a web of secrecy around his actions. Aisha, trusting and unaware of Malik's hidden world, tries to bridge the growing distance between them, unaware of the depth of deception lurking beneath the surface. The cracks in their relationship deepen as Malik's behavior becomes increasingly erratic and distant. Aisha's attempts to connect are met with evasiveness, further fueling her confusion and doubts about the man she thought she knew so well. Behind Malik's charming facade lies a complex web of deceit and ambition, setting the stage for a dramatic unraveling of truths and betrayals that will reshape their lives forever. One day, Aisha found herself drawn to the sounds of a heated discussion emanating from within. Curiosity mingled with a growing sense of unease as she approached, her steps muffled by the plush carpeting of the hallway. Peering through a partially open door, Aisha glimpsed Malik engaged in an intense conversation with a shadowy figure, their voices low but filled with urgency. The mysterious partner's identity remains veiled, adding to the intrigue of the moment. Aisha's heart raced as she pieced together fragments of the conversation, snippets of phrases hinting at clandestine dealings and veiled promises. Her shock mounts as she realizes that Malik's business interests may not be as transparent as she once believed. As the muffled voices of Malik and his mysterious partner filled the air, Aisha's curiosity morphed into a desperate need for answers. Ignoring the warning bells in her mind, she quietly slipped into Malik's office, her heart pounding with apprehension and determination. Aisha's eyes darted around, searching for clues amidst the organized chaos of Malik's desk. With trembling hands, she began to sift through papers and drawers, each rustle of paper echoing her mounting fear and resolve. Minutes stretched into eternity as Aisha delved deeper, her mind racing with questions and suspicions. Just as her fingers brushed against a folder marked confidential, the door swung open with a resounding thud, and Malik stood before her, his expression a storm of anger and betrayal. Caught in the act, Aisha froze, her breath hitching as Malik's grip tightened on her wrist, his eyes ablaze with a mix of fury and disbelief. In that charged moment, the facade of their once harmonious marriage shattered, revealing layers of mistrust and deception neither had dared to confront. Words hung heavy in the air, unspoken accusations and shattered trust swirling between them. Aisha's eyes filled with a mixture of defiance and hurt, locked with Malik's gaze, now clouded with remorse and regret. The tension in the room was palpable, a stark contrast to the silent whispers of secrets moments ago. As the evening sun cast warm hues through the windows of Malik and Aisha's elegant home, Malik returned from a long day of secretive dealings, his demeanor tense and guarded. Aisha, sensing an air of unease, watched silently as Malik entered, his briefcase clutched tightly in his hand. Aisha's curiosity and concern peaked as she noticed a paper marked confidential peeking out from Malik's briefcase. With a gentle yet probing tone, she confronted Malik, her eyes fixed on the elusive document that seemed to hold answers veiled in secrecy. Malik's facade of calm cracked under Aisha's persistent inquiries, his frustration bubbling to the surface as he rolled his eyes dismissively, a silent plea for her to drop the subject. The weight of unspoken truths hung heavy in the air, straining the fragile threads of trust between them. In a bid to diffuse the tension, Malik attempted to divert attention by spreading an elaborate fizo on the dining table, a tableau of flavors and aromas meant to distract from the looming confrontation. However, his appetite waned as Aisha's questions lingered, the food untouched and symbolic of the rift between them. Recognizing Malik's escalating anger and reluctance to address the issue, Aisha made a discreet call to Jamal, a trusted friend and confidant of Malik. Jamal's calming presence and understanding demeanor had often bridged gaps in communication and diffused tense situations in the past. Jamal arrived, his reassuring voice and empathetic approach breaking through Malik's defensive walls. Through heartfelt conversations and gentle reminders of trust and honesty, Jamal guided Malik and Aisha towards a semblance of understanding and resolution, albeit with lingering questions and unspoken truths hovering in the air. Malik's words to Jamal had carried the weight of sincerity, his promises of change resonating with a glimmer of hope. He embraced Aisha, kissed her, passed his hand over his head, and promised her that he would change. The morning sun cast golden rays through the bedroom window as Malik, his demeanor tinged with newfound determination, sat on the edge of the bed. His conversation with Jamal had stirred something within him, a desire to mend the fractures in his relationship with Aisha. As he dressed for his supposed business trip, Aisha observed a subtle shift in his demeanor, a mask of contrition veiling his usual charm. With a tender kiss on Aisha's forehead, Malik bid her farewell, promising to return soon. His eyes held a mixture of regret and determination, a silent plea for forgiveness buried beneath the facade of normalcy. Days blurred into nights as Aisha waited anxiously for Malik's return. What was meant to be a brief absence stretched into a week of unanswered calls and silent worries. Aisha's concern deepened with each passing hour, the echoes of Jamal's assurances fading into doubt. As the days stretched on, Aisha's patience wore thin. Her attempts to reach Malik yielded no response, his absence shrouded in mystery. Fearing the worst, she dialed the emergency number, her voice trembling as she recounted Malik's unexplained disappearance. The arrival of police officers marked a turning point, their questions probing the fragile facade of Malik's carefully constructed lies. Aisha, torn between loyalty and suspicion, found herself unraveling the tangled web of deception woven by her husband's actions.